is your favourite station.
Pulse88.co.uk.
LDNRBS, we're back in the building, and I want to say a big shout out to Kieran Fearon. We were talking about sex, love, relationships, and he said, big up guys, it's correct to say that you can love someone without sex, but most times the reason people cheat is because of sex. And Ty said off air, that's true, because no one cheats to have a conversation.
Yeah, I like that.
So, however, he said, I do feel that most women would forgive their man who just went off and had a quick bang instead of having a full-blown affair which involves emotional detachment. This is much harder for people to forgive and forget.
What do you think about that?
I think
there's a lot of information, but shout out.
That's a lot, but that is, you know what, you hit some good solid points. I feel like if it's emotional attachment, you mean that's easier than if it was just like a quickie.
Possibly,
would you forgive if it's like...
I don't... No. It's different. I think girls would forgive, but I don't think most guys wouldn't.
It's interesting, but guess what, guys? Guess what? It's that time. It really is that time. We have another special guest in the building, none other than August 12th. Let's give him a clap, guys.
Yo.
Interview.
Thank you for having me.
Good energy, man.
Thank you for having me.
You got good energy. So, first off, I want to say, who are you for anyone that doesn't know? They need to know, but if someone that doesn't know, talk to them.
Okay, so my name is August 12th. I'm an R&B singer. I'm a songwriter, producer, engineer, musician.
Talk to them.
I've got other little hobbies on the side like basketball and stuff like that, but music is the main passion right now. And forever and always, obviously. But yeah, singer-songwriter. Started out when I was 5 playing piano. Started learning other instruments like guitar, drums. Then turned 16, left school, went to college, studied music tech. Tried to be a rapper.
As we all did.
Yeah, as we all did at like 16. Hit 18, started doing production, so learning how to produce and stuff. Then from there on, hit 21, started doing the songwriting, went out to LA, Atlanta, just back and forth a lot. And then now I'm focusing on like the artist side.
One thing I hear from that, music.
Yeah.
From day one.
I eat and sleep it, bro.
So tell me, how did you get so much into music at such a young age? To be playing the piano, guitar, 5 years old, how did that happen?
You know, I have to give a shout out to my mum still, because she's the one that gave me all the lessons and stuff.
Sick.
So your mum can play the piano, guitar, drums, all of that?
No. She paid for my
She was the middleman.
But my mum started out as a dance teacher. So music's kind of always just been through my family. So
talking about dance, and your mum used to be a dance teacher, how is it like, did that pass on to you, like choreography and learning how to
I can bust a little 1-2 step, you know, but
catch August 12th at Carnival. 2 weeks.
Nah, I don't do Carnival, bro.
Boy, this year I understand. But also I wanted to say, what kind of music was playing back in the day?
What do you mean back in the day?
Back in the day in your house, when you were 5, like, what kind of music was playing in the background?
Bro, I have an old soul, so I was growing up on like Luther Vandross, Teddy Pendergrass, even take it way back to like Ray Charles, Nina Simone, Sade,
Al Green,
like
any of them.
Al Green, Jackson Brothers. Come on, man, like that's where
Motown.
That's where my heart began from music.
Would you say that inspires your music now then? Do you have any inspiration that you put in your music?
I wouldn't say that I draw inspiration from like the old school music, like music from the 80s and previous times, but it does kind of, I guess in a way it does influence my writing in a way, but not necessarily like how I like the beat production behind it. Okay. Because that type of music was great for that time.
Yeah, no, that's true.
In this day and age, it's not really gonna work.
Amazing. Also want to know too, when you were younger, songwriting. I want to know, how early was it that you were picking up a pen and doing what you were doing?
I think I actually wrote my first bar when I was 14.
Jeez. You remember it?
I sing, I rap, I vocalize my tracks. If I leave the room, you want me to come right back. As I step in the door, I got you hungry for more, leaving you with your eyes wide open and your tongue on the floor.
That was his 15th. That was his 15th try. What was the first try? I want to know what the first try was.
That was my first try.
One take. You're saying one take?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lively. So also, when did you figure out you can sing? When did you know? Like, you saw someone's reaction was like, okay.
To be honest, I've never really been able to like sing at the level that I can sing at now. Like back in the day, I used to just sing on my hooks and stuff and heavily put the auto-tune on.
Okay.
Because I would mix my own stuff as well and engineer it. So yeah, I'd use a whole lot of auto-tune when recording my choruses, trying to sing it. And someone would say to me, oh, you've got a nice singing voice, you've got a good tone. So I started like singing the whole song. And from there on, it just kind of progressed, and I took singing lessons just so I can improve and actually get better.
Where do you think the turning point was to the point where you started to get known for what you were doing?
I've been doing this professionally for 8 years.
Okay.
But I would say in the last 3 years is like when people have really started to recognize who August 12th is, what I stand for, type of music I make. Like, the last 3 years is when they really discovered my talents, I would say.
I have to ask this question. I'm so curious to know why this name.
August 12th.
Yeah.
It's today. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Come on now.
I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid. I didn't even guess that.
I knew. So we want to wish you a happy birthday. How's it been so far today?
It's been good. It's been good. Just been chilling with family, really. That's about it.
That's so simple. I feel like that's what it is. You know, sometimes you sit there thinking, what name can I give myself?
Yeah.
And you're thinking the most. Even you have name generators, and I'm like,
I'm calling myself May 30th.
I've been through so many different names.
August 12 sounds nice. It actually,
thank you.
Nice.
Definitely,
it's really nice. Yeah,
this is the one that I'm like comfortable with for the rest of my life.
Was that the first name that you came up with?
No, I had loads of different names.
Really?
Like, first name I ever had was Rude Boy.
Rude Boy. Mad thing.
With a number, with a number. Did it have a number?
Do you know where I got that from? Do you remember Ka-Ching back in the day?
I do remember
Ka-Ching.
Yeah. Oh my god!
And my guy called himself Rude Boy, so I was like, yeah, do you know what? I want to be Rude Boy.
I was trying to think about the other day, and I couldn't. All I could say that guy with the cane rose,
Yeah.
And I never knew
the R&B singer called Rude Boy. That would have been a movie.
That was back like when I was rapping though. So.
Yeah. Tell me too about your EP that was released just last year.
So November 21st last year, I released the EP called Black L'Amour. Basically stands for Black Love, because I feel like that's very important. And it's 6 tracks. A lot of it is R&B. I think like one track on there is more to the trappish sort of side, but it's still got a lot of R&B elements with like the harmonies, the ad-libs. But yeah, that has done really well so far. The lead single, My Side, has done like 60,000 streams.
Wow.
And the music video's out. It's doing really well.
Am I right to say Amor is Spanish?
What do you mean?
Amor, the word, is it Spanish?
Oh, right? No, that's French.
Is it French?
Yeah.
I thought,
if we had a bomb on this show, we would have just done it.
We need some sound effects around here.
It's French. Okay, so have you got? Where did you get the word from? Why didn't you just say Black Love instead of Black?
No, you got to change up.
Or have you got French?
So the way I actually spelt black is BLAQUE. So I changed the spelling so that I can change the word love, and it will actually make sense. As to why I'm changing things around.
I see the creativity. I see that. So are you interested in anything else? Is it like, are you into arts? Or is it just purely...
I love art in general. Like I love going to theatre productions, theatre plays. I love watching musicals. I want to write a musical one day. A Disney musical. Listen, if I can ever get that...
musical 4, yeah?
I don't even mind. Why not? I'll star in that as well.
Trust me.
But yeah, that's the sort of things I like. And obviously basketball as well.
Yeah, that's nice. So what team you support?
Right now.
Watch out.
Because of LeBron, yeah, I have to go back to the Lakers.
Oh, so you go back and forth.
Sorry.
I started out as a Laker fan.
Did you just say go back?
Yeah.
Did you go back?
No, because I started out as a Laker fan, and then they weren't really doing well in the championship, so I was like, do you know what? I'm going to the Rockets.
Come on, you guys do that with football. Come on, you guys do that.
But you know what, every time the Rockets go up against Golden State, they let me down every time.
Yeah. For me, it's San Antonio.
Damn, the caravan ain't looking good
San Antonio. But also I wanted to say, going forward too, where is August 12th taking it? What is the real ambition that August 12th is trying to see?
I don't really tell a lot of people this, but obviously, as we all kind of in this room know, like the R&B scene over here is not that popping right now.
1000%.
But me, I am going to be the face of UK R&B. I'm going to put it on a worldwide platform. It's going to be everywhere. Same way how R&B in the US can get played in like Japan, China, Russia, anywhere. That's going to happen with UK R&B.
So I have a question for you then.
Go on.
Because I think right now too, I'm someone that grew up on R&B.
Yeah.
Like, this is my favourite genre of music. This is a fact. I see him even nodding his head because he's probably
I know already.
I am in love with R&B since day dot. So I'm very passionate about where it goes too. Also, I wanted to say, when it comes to R&B in general in this country, how do you feel about people like Ella May saying in the UK it's never going to happen? I had to go to the US and pop off because in the UK they're never going to appreciate it. So do you really feel like there is a ceiling towards any UK artist?
There is. The way I see it is, if grime can do it and UK rap music can do it, then UK R&B can do it too.
But the thing is, I swear, like most of the R&B sales in America, it's coming from outside of the States.
Yeah.
Like it's
majority of the people that like write it and produce the music,
100%
outside of the States.
So the thing is, I think people in the UK will support it, but it's just getting people out of the UK to support it. That's the only thing.
And for me also, the UK don't even want to support their own. Like, we started to support Little Sims when we heard Kendrick Lamar say something about her. We started to support even Boy Better Know a little bit more when we saw Drake was saying I'm Boy Better Know.
You reckon? I feel like it's our generation, no? I feel like the generation before us was just always popping it. But with us, we seem to just like, whatever Drake's saying, whatever
we're
America's
too prestige
saying,
almost.
it is literally like, what's America saying?
Do you know
cool,
what?
I'll
I think
jump
it's
on
just
that,
the way that the industry is right now. Like, if you get a co-sign from someone that's big in everyone else's eyes, you've now blown.
Look at Georgia Smith. Come on, how did we only realise when Drake put
I realised that's her so long ago.
That's us now. But if we had to do like statistics, come on, let's look at it for real. People still don't even know now.
And they're way ahead on Georgia Smith at the moment.
It's a madness for real. It's a madness.
Who do you listen to today?
As in like UK R&B or
like everyone? Other than yourself.
Oh wait, this is a...
You know when you ask artists that they're like, I only listen to myself.
Do that to you, bro.
It's like, I only listen to myself.
Other than myself, I listen to Eric Bellinger, Usher, Tank, Tyrese, Jamie Foxx. Who else is on my
Anyone
playlist?
that doesn't know you right now, when they hear those names, they're going to be like, okay, I'm going to be listening to the next August 12th project.
I listen to a lot of Hopsin. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. That's my favourite rapper right now.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very conscious.
Yeah.
Very. But yeah, those are like the people I listen to.
What about
Rico
in the
Love
UK?
as well.
Oh, legend.
In the UK?
Yeah.
I don't really listen to UK R&B too
Angel,
much.
he's been doing this stuff for quite a while.
Yeah, Angel's latest EP, Fire. Straight fire.
For sure.
Straight
I
fire.
agree with you. I completely agree with you. I wanted to say too, when it comes to yourself and music making, you don't only put out music, you write music.
Yeah, I write for other people as well. I've written for a few big names that I don't really like saying, but
this is LDNRBS. I'm joking.
Yeah, no, well, come on, you have to big yourself up.
Did you drop one?
Anyone that you can legally say,
that is a creativity.
Anyone you can legally say. I want to emphasize that again twice.
See, there's a few like placements I've just got recently with some big R&B names, but until the album is actually out, I don't want to say
because they will take the credit away within 2 seconds.
It's not even about the credit. It's because you see when they the way sometimes they do it is they might have 20 songs, but they only pick like the best 12 to be on the album. So at the moment, one of those 12 is one of my songs, but they might change their direction later on because this person put out a song that sounds like this. So now we need to take out one of our songs and add that style in.
So can you say the first letter at least?
Oh my gosh! If he said A, really, who could we pick? Like,
if I say the letter, it's kind of it's going to be like very.
Is there anyone in the
obvious.
past that you could say?
I've written for I produced for Pagey Cakey before.
Oh, nice.
So that's UK. I've written for Diana.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of Diana?
Yeah.
I did X. First Lady, Bayless, All Night. Did Pagey Cakey's Nana. That one. I produced that one with Gecko on it.
Do you ever sometimes feel like writing is more? Do you feel more passionate about?
I've heard that.
Because some people feel like they're like, oh, you know what, I'm more of a writer. Do you ever get swayed into that, or you feel like, no, I know what I am. I know what I want to put out there.
My heart's always like been the artist side. I have to be an artist. Like, no one can sing my songs better than me. But at the same time, I have a passion for just writing.
Yeah, and you can do the both. Like, you definitely can. And I feel like that's what's needed now. You know, I feel like, because you know the whole ghostwriters thing. It's sort of like, oh, you know, but it's great if you could do your own. And yeah. Sounds good.
I also wanted to say with songwriting, I wanted to know, because there's a lot of people right now, even there's a lot of talented people that don't necessarily want to jump to the front. No one really knows how to get into that industry. I feel like that's a taboo that happens a lot. People are talented writers, but they don't know how to get into. How do you get into that element where you are writing for this and that person?
The way I got founded was for a mutual friend on Twitter. So someone she knew over in the States, who ended up being my first manager, he sent out a tweet saying, I'm looking for dope songwriters. And she added my name in it. And then me and him just started speaking. I sent him over some material. He was just feeling it from there. And then next thing I know, I'm just on a plane to LA. Just to write songs.
How do you send that stuff over without someone sort of like
taking it
and be like, yo, like,
well, I've got a little message like at the bottom of every email that I put out, so it's like a disclaimer, like, this is just for listening purposes only. It's not to be like sent out to other people. I'm trusting you with my material, etc., etc. So and if they choose not to read it, then you know that's their issue at the end of the day. When they get a little letter from my lawyer, you know.
Even in terms of writing, how do you decide whether you should keep something you wrote for yourself, or you could give this to someone for them to sing? Because I know a lot of people that sort of do produce and stuff, and they're like, you know what, I don't know if I should keep this for myself.
Yeah, how do you know? That is true.
Do you know, normally it's like by the end of the song, I'll normally know, this is one I'm going to keep for myself. Like, I'd never really think about it while writing it, because I think it gets in the way. It can get in the way sometimes. So normally, like, by the end of the song, once it's all like finalized and the finished demo and stuff, then I'll actually like proper sit down and listen to it and be like, would I release this? If not, and it doesn't really represent August 12th as a brand, then okay, cool, it's going to go in the folder of this is for other people to pitch to.
We can't. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to say actually one question, because obviously I tried writing before, but I can only write from my experience. Do you write from just your experiences, or can you write from friends' experiences?
I write from everything
you can do.
The way that I had to learn how is write 2 songs a day, but watch a movie. And write from someone, like a character's perspective. That's how I had to learn to write from any.
Yeah, because it's so hard to detach myself away from only what I know. So I'm like, how can I? But I'll try that.
Catch the feeling, most definitely. Catch the feeling. Now, I would also want to say, let me think about this now. August 12th, 2023. Where is August 12th?
Okay, so August 12th, 2023. I would have won a Grammy by then.
Hey, say it.
I'll be winning many awards.
Say it.
Yeah.
UK R&B is going to be on a global scale.
Nice.
I'm going to have my own record label, and I'll only have UK R&B artists signed, because we got to keep on pushing the movement.
There we go.
I'm going to have my family, my beautiful wife, my children, my big house, my mansion, acres of land.
Talk it into existence.
Come on now.
Hey, guys, we had August 12th in the building.
One more thing before we go. The socials, where can everyone find your music?
Definitely.
So you can find my music if you just search August 12th on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud, and then my Instagram is just August 12th. Everything is letters, no numbers. Twitter, I don't really use Twitter that much, but I say a few things on my mind every now and again. So that's August 12th _ and
man.
Any new projects?
I've just recently released a new single on Friday. It's called Me Love You Long Time. So that's out right now.
Get ready for Carnival, yeah? Can I get ready for Carnival for that one?
Yeah, actually you can. You
can.
He was always going to say yes, Sarita. Come on now.
You can now. Little wine here. Can I catch a little wine with that one on?
Yeah, you could. He said he can go. He said he's more than a little wine on that one.
All right. That's it then. That's it. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
So yeah. August 12th.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Man, it's good energy, man. And definitely, we only invite people up on here if we know that they're going to be popping in not too long. You are already popping, but you're going to be even more popping, I'm sure.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Definitely. LDNRBS. We've got another interview in the building. Dage the Ego. And I'm just going to say it from now early. Next week, too, we got Link Up TV in the building. LDNRBS. Let's go with it. LDNRBS, we are back. You know we're crazy with what we do. We always do random stuff over here. We literally finished an interview with August 12th, and then I said, you know what did we not do? That one thing we always do over here on LDNRBS, we get people to show their talent. We don't like people to just say, oh yeah, I'm this, I'm that, and then not show exactly what they are. So guess what? We're going to get straight into it with August 12th. He's going to show us why his name is August 12th. Okay. What date is it today again?
August 12th.
There we go. We're going to get bombs up on this show.
Come on.
So LDNRBS, August 12th, show them.
I'm thinking, what do I sing?
Yeah, that was put on a spot right there.
No, I could hit him with
Get ready.
Who'd you think you're talking to when I give it all to you? 'Cause memories keep running through my mind. So what is all this fighting for? I can't take this anymore. And why'd you have to go and lose your mind?
Damn.
See you shining, baby, and that drives me crazy. Just keep shining, baby, right in my face. So what if I done played a game or two? Never did I think of leaving you, but I see you change your mind. So stay where you are, right where you are. Don't try to go back when we've come this far. Stay where you are, right where you are. And don't try to go back when we've come this far.
Let's give August 12th a clap over here. Shout out to August 12th.
Come on.
Put on the spot and he done his thing.
Thank you.
You know what?
I got goosebumps.
You did say that you have another talent as well, yeah? And that was dancing, and she said that she wanted to whine. Well, she said that she can whine.
Actually, you're putting words in my mouth right now, bro. I never said that.
Trust me.
You said you got moves. You said you have
I can bust 1, 2. Like, I want to.
And she wants to dance.
I didn't say I'm like talented at it.
LDNRBS just got crazy.
I know.
So
Listen,
we'll be back with Deja the Ego in not too long.
Jeez.
LDNRBS.
We got blessed with our ears, mate. Blessed.